guys, it's time for an episode of So You Like. This is my monthly series where I take a bit of media that I've seen recently and decide what you might like out of other things that I've seen. So, I'm gonna just suggest some things. This episode is gonna be based around Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It's, you know, the BBC America series. It's very wacky and it's all kind of connected and stuff. And I've got some ideas that you might like based on that. So, first up is the original Douglas Adams bit of work, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's not the book one, it is in fact the radio drama version, which is very, very good. It's the first form that I actually encountered it in. It's really good, and you should check it out. It's really, really, really good. I just can't stress that enough. So the next thing I'm going to recommend is a little bit of a difficult one, because everyone compares Douglas Adams and Terry Pratchett. Everyone does. It's really... it contrasts really well with each other. They've got a lot of similar tone and some practicalities in their work, but as a whole, there's a very contrast in there. Both are very, very clever, but Douglas Adams really wrote very few books, and Terry Pratchett wrote loads of books, and the two of them had lots and lots and lots in common, and it's really, really good stuff. I had to think very hard about which Discworld book I wanted to recommend based on Dirk Gently, and then I realised that there is one that's very good. It's the third book in the City Watch sequence. You don't need to have read the other ones, but it helps. It's called Feet of Clay, and it's basically a howdunit. Not a whodunit, a howdunit, where you're working out how the hell this happened. How the hell this situation happened in the first place. And it's really, really clever, and I just really, really, really enjoyed it, and it covers a lot of the similar sort of ground as Dirk Gently in that format. The fact that it's how this happened, who this happened to, and why, all that sort of stuff. It covers a lot of the same ground as that, and just good stuff. So the third thing that I'm going to recommend is Warehouse 13. Warehouse 13 is a sort of procedural show from America. But that doesn't mean that it's not weird, because it's really lovely and weird. It is really, really quite clever, and the fact is that it is just a procedural show in a lot of ways. It does go with a lot of wackiness and supernatural stuff in the same way that Dirk Gently does. It's really good on that front, so you need to check it out. It's really, really good. And the last thing that I'm going to recommend is Dixit. Dixit is a card game that is from France, and it has a lot of the same sort of visuals as Dirk Gently. If you can see here, there's some really interesting stuff. The idea behind it is that each of the people that you're playing with takes a turn, say it being the storyteller, and they come up with a sentence based on the card that they have, or one of the cards that they have. And then everyone else has to find a card that kind of matches the sentence that they've given, and puts it in the middle, and then everyone, apart from the original storyteller person, has to guess which one the storyteller was, and the game rewards the whole everyone but like maybe one person getting it sort of thing. You've got to try and get as many people, but not everyone, to guess, and it's points based and stuff, and it's a really, really interesting game, and just the whole thing with the aesthetics of it and everything kind of works really well with Dirk Gently. I think it kind of pairs well, and I can see it being a really, really, really fun game that the characters would themselves enjoy, and I think it would be pretty funny to sort of see them play it together. I think that would be quite fun. So, those are my suggestions based on Dirk Gently. I hope that you find some of them useful, and that you tell me some of the other things that you would suggest in the comments down below. I had a bit of a time trying to find out what I wanted to go for this one, and I think I chose well. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.